What's up guys, back again with another tutorial episode of the Python 3 series. So let's get into it. Open up the PowerShell here and then type in Python. So this time we're going to go over variable assignment and just variables in general. So what is a variable? A variable is like a name for something, and the name represents a piece of data basically. So it can hold multiple things. It can hold numbers, strings, which is letters and stuff like that. It's all kinds of crazy stuff, lists, arrays, all kinds of, yeah. And yeah, so to make a variable, it's really simple. All you gotta do is say pickles, which is the variable name, and then equals, and then on the right side of that equal sign is where you put the data basically. So this can be, let's change the name of this. So we'll say number underscore of pickles. And you cannot have a space in a variable name, so just use underscores, or you can just put it all together if you want to, whatever you want. So number of pickles equals 9, because I love pickles, so I gotta have 9 of them. And so if we call, now it's set, so it's set as that value. So if we call it by typing it here, oops, pickles, then it returns 9 because we set number of pickles to equal 9. So this actually won't work when we're actually doing some like programming inside the editor, because we have to print it out manually like this. But if you're doing inside the console like this, it'll work just by calling it or typing the name. So if we type it in as print, it'll do the same exact thing. So yeah, that's that. And so if we do, let's see here. Let's make another one called number of grapes equals 0. We can set it to 0.0, make a float, even though that really doesn't make sense, kind of, but it's still a float. So if we call that, then we get 0.0. We can also set we can set variables to equal each other, but to do that, what I mean is that we can set number of grapes to equal the same value as number of pickles. So to do that, number of grapes equals number of pickles. So if we call that again number of grapes, it has been reassigned as we call it, because yeah, that's what it is. So if you set an initial value, which is this, and we set it to something else after, that's called reassigning it basically. So we can do more of that. So we can say number of, let's just go up, equals, and then we could say, if we want to have like another grape added to it, we could just type it again. So number of grapes plus 1. So that adds 1 number of grapes. Let's call that. Then we get 10. So we can do the same thing for subtraction, multiplication, all that kind of stuff. So let's do exponent 2. So if we call it, then we get 100. So because 100, 10 plus 10, 10 times 10 is 100. So yeah. So that's basically how you can that's how you can make variables. This is kind of simple since we're doing it inside the PowerShell, not the editor, but we'll get into that pretty soon. And anyway, so I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. Oh, and leave a comment if you need help. I'll definitely help you if you need help. And peace.